is Emma, and the other day I got a chance to play a couple of matches of Uncharted 4 multiplayer before the public beta was out. You are watching right now my first ever official game. We're playing as villains and on one of the two maps. This map is called Madagascar City and the other map was called Island. So this is my first initial impressions. This is not my full impressions of the beta. I only did play 4 matches, so it's going to take a lot longer with this beta to really get a feel of exactly how and why and what I like about it and what I don't like about it. If you're watching this video now, the beta has probably already gone live for you, so you can go download it now, and it is running till December 13th. Even though this wasn't like a full multiplayer release this year, this was definitely my most anticipated game for multiplayer that was coming out this year, and it did not disappoint. I forgot how much I enjoyed Uncharted multiplayer. So really quickly, we are playing a 5v5 deathmatch. You got to pick your characters in the heroes and the villains. This is obviously the villains, running around with Marlowe. There was a slot at the start where there was some default loadouts you could choose from, or you could customize your own. And they fit into how your build works later on in the game. So the first thing you're going to notice as soon as you jump in, and I don't think it's actually that visible, but you will feel it straight away, and that is the movement of your character. So if you've played both Uncharted multiplayer and The Last of Us, this is very like middle ground between them. So the characters actually feel very heavy and weighty compared to like the Uncharted multiplayers before, and this is just a fact that I think I need to get used to. It's something that I still don't know how I actually feel about it. Your character does feel a lot slower, especially if you're sprinting and stuff. I was like, am I actually sprinting right now? Just because everything was sort of a bit heavier and slowed down. So that's something that everyone, again, is going to have their own opinions on, but I just sort of need to play it a bit more to get used to it. The second thing you're going to notice when you're playing is now you've got the Last of Us style revive system. A lot of people are probably going to agree with me where this is probably fits the tone of the Last of Us a little better than it does Uncharted, again, because it is slower paced a bit. But Uncharted is obviously a lot more chaotic. It does fit in. I do like the fact that just because you've taken them down, you do get another shot at them to get a bit of extra cash. And I do really like that it's there. And I do like that they added in some like more comical takedowns versus how Last of Us was very serious and brutal. This one, you just like run up to people and kick them in the head. It's quite amusing. So next thing you're going to see is when you're playing is there is a mini map at the top corner. It definitely helps with visibility and stuff, and this is a feature I think that are going to be helping people who are jumping into this game for the first time, because a lot of other multiplayer games, as you guys know, feature this, so I think that's sort of something to get them more familiarized with the game. Was it something that fans were asking for? I don't actually know. I never felt that we needed a mini map in Uncharted. But you know, it's something to get used to, it's something to notice. So back to talking about your loadouts that you pick at the start really quickly. So pretty much you pick a set of things you can buy during your game, and this sort of does work like The Last of Us as well. They've definitely pulled a lot out of that multiplayer, but you can pick up cash as you go along with the game by taking people out, by doing good things. You're going to be getting cash as well as reviving people, and then when you get to certain amounts, you can use these loadout features in the store by pressing the touchpad, and then you sort of pick them up, whether you want a power weapon or you've got some cooler abilities in there. You can save up and use them when you're needed. This, I think, just fits in really well with progression in the game. If you're going really well, you're going to be hitting a lot more times when you can access the store, and then you get cool weapons and whatnot. So I think it's a good addition to this part of the game. Also to note, while you're watching me playing this game, they actually changed the button for the reload, so that's now triangle. You may see me melee everywhere because I was like, where did you choose the button? I keep on clicking the same one. I'm like, nope, but just like force of habit, keep on clicking it. But I figured it out next game. Also in this, you have the ability now to summon assassins and other characters to help. So in this match, you can see at some points there's like a heavy enemy, which is there with quite a lot of health, as well as you see assassins sort of run past to go and try to take out some enemy players. These things definitely mix up the gameplay, if you want to say that. There's also supernatural powers as well. This definitely, I mean, it takes away of the seriousness, if you want to call it that, of Uncharted multiplayer. A lot of people have tried to talk about this before, if there is going to be a classic mode which takes these out. I do feel that a lot of the really hardcore fans are going to complain that this takes away some of the skill involved and it's more cheap tactics, but I mean, again, I haven't played enough of this to figure out if it's balanced or not, but it really does depend on what this does mean in the flow of the game going forward. If, you know, that totally changes the ties and people who can't shoot anyone are still going really well because they're using cheaper tactics. So yeah, I want to get more of a feel for that before I can fully wrap my head around what I think and what I don't about them. As for the maps themselves, so this Madagascar map is quite close quarters, I would say. It doesn't feel like any of the two were massive or sprawling ones. Hopefully that we're going to see in the main game a lot of different types of maps. I do like the sort of close quarters ones because you're never really away from the action or you're trying to find characters too much. Like, everyone's sort of in front of you, just straight there. The jungle map was a bit more open and it lended itself a bit more to snipers. There was also a lot more verticality in the levels, so you could go perch on top of something and, you know, scope and shoot down or hide behind things which are more lower. There definitely felt like there was progression in the map up and down, so it gives a bit of a mix-up in the gameplay. Initially, I don't think the characters, when you were shooting people, were bullet sponges or anything. Like, one good headshot and you've got them, so I think they've got that balancing there down. Again, I still need to play a little bit more to fully say yes or no at that. But yeah, that is my full impressions of Uncharted 4 multiplayer beta so far. I cannot actually explain to you in words how excited I am to actually jump in and play this fully. I am probably going to put in like 10 trillion hours into this. I've been waiting for this for so long, as I'm sure a lot of you guys are as well. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys are all going to enjoy your time in the Uncharted 4 beta. If you see me online, come play with me, so it should be fun. If this is your first video you've seen of mine, please go check out my channel. If you like some of my other videos, make sure you subscribe. And make sure you check out me on Twitter as well as Instagram when you know when videos or streams or anything else going up. I assume I'm going to be playing a lot of this, so expect more Uncharted. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys again next video. Bye!